This kind of family that we recognize is passing away, is becoming a thing of the past. Yes, my uncle, my mother, my father, my grandfather, my this, my that is passing away. In nature's reset, all these things are going away because family has held many captives. Family has destroyed many lives. The concept of family, the system of family has destroyed and has created a generational cycles of destruction. There are cycles upon cycles upon cycles, and there are people that keeps coming, that keeps coming, that keeps destroying. This system of family, this my grandmother, my grandfather, my mother, my father, all these kind of family system were created by the matrix. I'm telling you. It is something, listen, everything that you see around you right now is wrong. The things that you see around you right now, whatever that comes into your mind that you have grown up accepting and you've normalized it is an illusion. I'm telling you the truth. So this matrix created a system of family as a means to keep bringing souls of their image. Remember, let's create man in our own image. Let's create man in our own image. Is telling you is very deeper than what you think. Let us create man in our own image means that let us program the DNAs, the souls, the spirit, the bodies of men in our image, in the way that we want, in that kind of drawings that we have created. These people should come and fit in that. Listen to me very carefully. They should come and fit in. So there is a formulation, there is an art. So when you see a random person walking, you will see that that person is an art of the matrix. It is the matrix that has designed the person from top to down. So no matter what you tell the person, no matter how many life you give to that person, the person will reject it. But the person is naturally compatible with the things that comes out of the matrix. That is why, listen, right now, if you like leave a child there, don't give the child any orientation, whether low vibration or high vibration. Let the child grow into consciousness. Now, come and tell the child about nature, the child will still reject it, which means that this thing is a DNA programming where there are activations in the DNA that has already been done. So the person, there is nothing that you can tell the person for the person to accept that you should serve yourself and not any other entity outside yourself. They have been naturally programmed to seek worship outside. And there is nothing that you can do about that situation. It's a very critical situation that I'm telling you. Listen, people are programmed. The state of people, the way people think these days, you would trace it into childhood. However, you should come to understand that even from the beginning of the sexual intercourse that brought forth the child, it's a vibration that will keep the child in the matrix. And as the child keeps growing, naturally, the instinct of the child is accepting the machines. So there's nothing you can do about it. So this kind of family system that you are seeing is part of the matrix. My father, my grandmother, my grandfather, my uncle, my auntie, my this. All these things are systems geared to manipulate. So they have created it just like a bank. Okay, banks are created to orient the people about money saving, deposit, investment. So they give them a culture about finances. Are you getting it? So it looks like if you should give, you should create a kiddies account for your child. So it has become very natural. the same thing as the family. So family system and banking is the same. Family system and pharmaceutical is the same. Family system and religion is the same. That is why it is the family that will have to introduce you to the church, to the mosque, to the religious centers, for your name to be written, to the education, for your name to be written, for you to continue a certain culture. Right? Yes. It is now subconscious. So if you bring forth a child and you don't take the child to the school or to the mosque or to the church or to this or to that, people will come and question you. And they will say, are you not doing this? Why are you not? Hey, this child, this man, this woman, she's not doing these things. Look at, hey, your child with this. You see, so the 99% will come after you because they've been sent. They are agent. So that's why I tell people that if you are working in the town or if you are working in the midst of people, consider everybody as a non-player character because they are an illusion. And these are the people that are agents that will come to you and they will tell you a lot of things. They will deprive you from being responsible to your own very seed you've brought. You don't bring a child and take the child to school for the government to raise your child. You are responsible. You were the one that was having the sex. You were the one that was doing everything, which means that you have brought a child in your own energy. But right now it looks like, hey, bring the children. Keep bringing the children. We need to take them to school. Keep bringing the children. So if you bring forth a child, it's like naturally you are doing that. So it is the matrix that has sent you on that errands. But if you come to realize that if people should understand sex and birth, they will realize that it's not just something that you are just working to go and do. It should be something that should go into your thought processes and energies and decisions taking very well to understand that you are bringing forth energy that you are responsible in taking care of. So you realize that families have failed. And that is why nature's reset will clear all these things. So listen, if you are an awakened soul, you know it. I am not the one to come and tell you. And to be awakened is not someone's doing. Someone is not coming to wake you up. You are the one responsible to observe all these things and come to realize. Now listen, when you become awakened, it's symbolic to being born again. It's the same as being born again. Actually, when you read the Bible and they tell you born again, it's a lie. That one is a lie. I'm telling you, it's an illusion. Actually, I said the Bible is your own story that has been repackaged and sent to you. Awaken means to disconnect from the matrix. To awaken means to disconnect from these systems. To be born again means to come into the realization that all these things that you've been made to accept outside yourself is an illusion. So that moment when you begin to come, you begin to become present with your soul and begin to realize that you in you is your born again and your awakening. And it has to, and for that thing to happen, you have to withdraw from the matrix and stop pleasing people. Because you can never reach awakening if you keep on pleasing the system or pleasing the people. Imagine someone who is working from 7 to 5 in the bank coming to tell me that I want to awaken. How do I awaken you? Or how do you awaken yourself? If you awaken yourself, don't you know that they will sack you from the bank? Because the moment you become awakened, you realize that this banking system you find yourself, you have to run away from, you have to run from your life. You have to run for your life. You have to run away for your life. So how do I? So some people message me. So I ask the person, what do you do? Oh, I am working in the office. I am in the city and I'm doing how? How do you? How? How does that work? Because your soul has been questioning a lot of things inside you, but you are still in that same place your soul questions. So how do you find awakening? Awakening is for those who are ready to come out of this matrix to create their own system and survival. If you are not ready and you are still depending on the system for food, they are the ones giving you salary and giving you payout and cash out, then how? So many are conscious, but few are awakened. So this family system is dissolving. My uncle, listen, many people, the youth that you see today, their dreams are shattered. They can't find themselves. They can't do anything to self. They are yoked with the matrix because of family. Your mom, your dad, they have given you a narcissistic matrix lifestyle. Anything I say, listen to me. You are my son. You are my daughter. Do you know what that thing has rendered people? Do you know what that thing has rendered a lot of souls? Do you know what that thing has rendered many, many souls? It has rendered many souls to become karmic. And especially to the women. If you're a woman and you are watching me, you should realize that this family system you came out of, this family tree that you came out of, you have to cut yourself out to form your own tree. You see, the mango tree, some of them have been plugging on their own. You see the mango tree, sometimes some of the mangoes, they come down themselves. And when they come down, they can come down to form their own tree. And that is what you should do. So, because this so-called family tree is an illusion and it's a manipulation too. It's from the matrix. They are control forces. They are there to control you, to manipulate you, and to keep you in their image. They are the eye of the matrix to keep continuing the concept of let us create man in our image. Let us create man in our image is manifested in the family system. In the family system, it is manifested and that prophecy is fulfilled. That continuation is done with family. Family are the agents that are hired to do that. So they bring forth a child and they own the child forever. Yes, there are some parents, they hold on to their children. Even when their children are old, they still blackmail and manipulate them. Sometimes they can cry for the children to come home for them to manipulate them. So when they see that their daughters and their sons are doing well and they feel that they need their attention, they should come to them. They are offended that they are making it. When you talk about witchcraft, do you think that you think it's about flying and killing? No. Some parents are naturally witches. They have accepted the witchcraft that comes from the matrix, the low vibration. So you could be there and they are manipulating you from home. They will create a lot of things. Have you heard that your uncle is sick? Have you heard that your other is sick? You as an awakened soul. So if you become awakened, you should realize that now the matrix will come to you in different phases. They will use family because at that moment they think that you, this guy, you have become stubborn. So the only point or portal they will use is your mother, because they know that whether you are in your path or not, when your mother calls, you will pick. When your mother does, oh, my head, and this, you will run and come, because yes. So if you are awakened, you have to disconnect. And it's very emotional. To disconnect is very emotional. Disconnect and love them from a distance. Send them energy from a distance. Don't yoke yourself. So when you read the Bible and they say don't conform yourself to this world, or don't do this, it's talking about your family. It's talking about your family. So your awakening is going to cause a lot of problems, a lot of chaos in your family, and you have to be ready for that. And you have to come to understand that it's normal. You would have to lose a lot of people. Whether in many forms, you will have to lose people. You should be emotionally ready. So awakening means being emotionally ready to realize that you are losing people who are not vibrating in your same frequency. So in your path, you have to be focused. In your fifth dimension, it's not about my mother, this is my father. If your mother or your father, if you realize that they are vibrating low and they are not coming to realize things, you have to leave them and continue. Because listen, if you don't and you still keep attaching, when the reality comes, the matrix will use them to have you back. And they will destroy you for good, because they've seen that you are stubborn. So now this time around, if they get you, they are destroying you, because they want to keep you coming. And you are being, and awakening means being stubborn to this system, saying no, because all this while you have been trained to say yes to anything. But when it comes to awakening, it means that now your no is becoming stronger than your yes. So if your yes is more than your no, it means that you are not awakened. But if your no is more than your yes, then it means that you are standing for self and you are being decisive. So the old family is passing. Nature is resetting. You should be part of the people that nature will continue this very life with. You should be the person that nature should look at and find hope. Because this present world is very corrupt. And it has affected the earth to the point that now, listen, to the point that now, if you plant, the earth doesn't respond. If you are someone that plants or some, you realize that now the earth is rejecting the seeds. So that's why right now they have these GMOs and these kind of fertilizers and all these chemical things to be added to the earth, so that the seed will now pick the frequency of the artificial fertilizer, because the seed is artificial. So the earth is rejecting many things, but you are not present. We will continue.